a podcast to honor the gods.
This better come with a sacrifice.
Dave X Media.
Menshikov looked like he'd swum through the lake of fire without a magic shield. His curly gray hair had been reduced to black stubble. His white suit was shredded and peppered with burn holes. His whole face was blistered, so his ruined eyes didn't seem out of place. As Bess might have said, Menshikov was wearing his ugly outfit. The memory of Bess made me angry. Everything we'd gone through, everything we'd lost, was all Vlad Menshikov's fault.
Welcome to Of the Eldest Gods, where we discuss Rick Riordan's role as our godly parent.
I'm Raye, following the path of Geb.
And I'm Charlie, following the path of Bast. And we got another doozy.
Oh boy. This book is ending now. Wild, huh?
Well, in 2 chapters, it is.
Yes.
Like, after this.
But this this is the beginning of the climax. I'm guessing that next chapter is also climactic of some kind, but like...
I mean, we're still in fights, so...
Right.
We still haven't gotten to the, like, conclusion.
It's the penultimate fight of the book.
I feel like this one was the climax. Next one is like, falling, slight bump, then falling again. Probably.
That's what I sort of thought, given that this is literally the big bad, but you never know with Rick Riordan sometimes.
like, what's going on now? But I mean, I guess we did get, I'm trying to think of a past Riordan book, but we got, like, the reveal of Luke Kronos, climax, and then we still had to, have the actual battle of the labyrinth. So,
Right. Given that it's just one more chapter, and then I'm assuming the falling action of the last chapter, I'm guessing that it's not going to be as big of a deal as Battle of the Labyrinth, but I mean, it's a pretty big deal when your house is getting attacked, sieged.
Not the first time, though.
Okay,
Will it be the last time?
You want to talk about
Probably
what
not.
I think is the most important thing in this chapter?
I know what's the most important thing in this chapter, and it is what somebody says. Like, perhaps
Desjardins' last word was literally his name. Old Man Yowie is vindicated.
Please, if this gets an adaptation, this is all I'm asking for to be added in. I don't even need, like, other clarification things to be added in. I want the Old Man Yowie to, like, be blatant.
Just,
because
you don't have to tell me,
good.
but I need them to have the most sexual tension possible. I need the implication to be so strong. And you're like, how are these kids not picking up on this? That, like, those guys are,
Because honestly, this is almost queerbaity. It's like, it's almost canon to me. Like, is this not almost canon? Is this not just canon? Come on.
It should be.
Tell Amos. Tell him. Tell him what? Tell him what?
Tell him what? Gosh.
Tell
Okay.
him, I'm sorry. I love you. Like, what?
But we'll never know. And isn't that the most tragic thing of all?
I mean, I as someone who's read the books, I think I know what Rick was intending for that line to mean. But I'm sticking with Old Man Yowie.
Should we actually get into what happened in this chapter?
Yeah, tell us about, what was it fucking called?
It's Friends in the Strangest Places, which is not a very strong chapter title.
No, but it certainly is what happens.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, is he a friend? I guess. Is he a friend? Is your uncle's situationship a friend?
Yeah, I don't know. That feels a little,
Actually, my uncle's situationship is not a friend, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, it's like you can make it work, but it still feels a little strange for that to be the chapter title. It's not
and
the most
okay,
excellent.
I do have an argument for there being multiple friends, whereas Khepri is the other one, and he's just amongst all the dead beetles.
Is
Which
Khepri
is also
your
a strange
friend?
place.
He's just a beetle, and then he gets eaten.
He's just a beetle. I'm just a beetle.
God. I'm not gonna say that this is entirely inaccurate, but I'm not gonna say that it's accurate either, or that it's good. It's not the worst one, it's just a terribly mediocre chapter title.
It
as
is
far
a
as
little
Rick
bit.
ones go.
Yeah, we could have had something stronger, Rick. Not your best.
Alright, so, Menshikov gloats about them bringing him raw, blah blah blah, villain stuff. For our climactic penultimate battle, Carter becomes a big bird guy, and Sadie summons a big bird defender, and then Desjardins shows up to be cool for once in his life. So while the guys are fighting, Sadie uses the Book of Ra to summon Khepri. Apophis really wants Khepri, so he goes for Sadie, and Carter sneaks up behind him and whacks him over the head like some kind of Looney Tunes slapstick shit. And then they bury him and put him in a glass coffin, which would be the absolute funniest way for this book to end. But he explodes it, unfortunately. He starts going for Ra, but then Desjardins rolls to grapple and he succeeds. Then he brings out a Shabti, and he's a Shabti of Apophis, and he starts doing the stop existing spell, which surprisingly also works for now, but unfortunately after that he dies. So Sadie gives Ra the beetle, and he eats it, and then nothing cool happens, and then they start riding their boat back to the real world, and they see that there's some trouble at Amos's place, so they get ready to help. So many things occurred in this particular little chapter here.
Just so many. This is one of the chapters of all time, I think.
Truly.
We did meet one of our friends, our Just a Beetle. Would you like to learn a little bit more about him today?
That sounds so delightful.
So, in case you missed it. Khepri, our guy, the guy of all time, my least favorite looking of the Egyptian gods.
The wiki picture is so fucking funny. Holy shit. I almost burst out laughing the second this page loaded. Holy crap.
This is why I always talk about this guy. Because, like, who decided this was a good character design?
A whole beetle body for a head. No face. The beetle is facing upwards, so it's just beetle either back or front as like his face. That doesn't work.
It's just the most.
He can only look upwards. He has no eyes in the front.
He's also got like so many appendages. Like
on his face.
I don't know, man.
What if you had feelers that came out of your face? That would be so scary.
I just can't with this. Like, even we've had some truly cursed god designs in the Egyptian pantheon. The one I'm thinking of is like the really long falcon guy, like snake falcon guy who has a giant dick for no reason, and I'm like, truly, why? Like, what's going on there? And then there's this that's just like, we didn't actually try to come up with a design for a god. We just kind of like have our base model for the lower half, and then we stuck on a bug. Didn't do anything like to change which way the bug was turning, or like to make it look like,
like
this
a
or
face
that.
Of any sort.
It's not even like the bug's face itself.
Yeah,
it's
I was like, is this
bug.
just how the wiki is doing it? No, at the bottom of the page, there's
evidence.
The entrance to the
this.
tomb of Nefertiti. No, it's not Nefertiti. It's
Nefertari.
Nefertari. And it's the exact same guy, just a fucking beetle for a head.
Wait, we got another one. Depiction of Khepri with the upper body of a winged scarab and the lower body of a male human. So that's not even a full winged scarab, though. It looks like you have like Isis's wings, like in place of the upper half of the body, and then on top of the wings, like on the shoulders, you have the scarab.
What is even going on there? Like, why?
Again, ancient Egyptians, y'all have some good character designs. Y'all do.
Not this one,
But this
though.
one, I give it an F. Truly. I don't
Just
know
a
what to tell
scarab.
you. It's just a scarab.
So when he's not a guy, he's usually a scarab holding a sun disk, which is cool.
Yeah, so sometimes he is just the scarab at least as well.
Oh
So
yeah,
it makes
because it is
sense.
like a dung beetle, so he would be rolling a ball generally.
Yeah. So like that's the whole like thing about them, the scarab rolling like the sun. I guess that means the sun is poop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Just roll this ball of shit, aka the sun.
Right, of course.
Same thing. So Khepri, also Kepra, and this other version of Khepri with a C that Chepri, I just hate it.
I would still think that would be sometimes a CH is also a K sound. Like
No,
Khepri.
I know, but my American English
Right.
brain is like Chepri? Chad? So he is the rising or the morning sun, and he's also just like creation, creator deity, of course, and renewal of life, as we certainly get in this chapter. His symbols are not only the scarab, but also the blue lotus, specifically. So, remember where we had the white lotus and the red lotus? Watch out, there's a third option. It's the blue lotus. Red, white, and blue lotuses coming at you.
Oh, sorry. Kepri's corpse is supposed to be in the 6th hour of the night, not in the last one, so Rick really fucked this one up.
Wow, Rick. How dare you?
I was just checking the appearances in funerary texts, and hold up.
Hold up, Raye. I haven't gotten there yet.
I know.
Give me a
I
second.
just happened to see that while I was
ahead.
skimming. I'm sorry for skimming.
You're not allowed to skip ahead. I hadn't even gotten to things. So, once again, link to Ra's Nightly Journey. It literally says that. I love that. His name means develop or create, or specifically to come into existence, to be born. I like that. I like his name just being developed. So this sentence just really is important to me. Scarab beetles lay their eggs within dung balls, and as a result, young beetles emerge from the balls fully formed, having eaten their way out of the mounds. I can't believe I read this with my eyes. I just need everyone to know that.
Are you saying you don't love that? You don't love these cool facts about...
I don't love these cool facts. But this is important because the ancient Egyptians were just like, what? That's a fucking bug. Why is it coming out of this random pile of poop? And they thought the bugs just appeared out of nothing.
Oh, I see.
And so that's why they're linked to this, renewal and creation stuff.
Right.
That is so fucking ridiculous. I love the ancient Egyptians.
You're like, I didn't see a bug crawl into that pile of shit, but one sure came out, so what happened there? I don't know. I guess it just spontaneously started existing.
These guys were just so fucking high. They were like, that bug, that just came out of nowhere. Just formed out of the poop. I guess this is normal?
Yeah. Totally.
Oh my goodness. So the sun being reborn is just like that. Okay, so it does say in the 12th hour, Khepri is the one who helms the solar bark that pushes the sun. I thought the solar bark was the sun. Is it pushing the sun? Excuse me?
Probably depends. Because if it's Khepri, then obviously he's pushing the ball.
Yeah.
So if he is the boat and he's pushing the ball, yeah, that works. But I don't know.
See, okay, I don't know why this is what popped into my head, but it is. I'm imagining Khepri is pushing the boat, and then it turns into the Elastigirl speedboat, and Khepri is Dash, who is the motor that keeps the boat running to push then the sun. I don't know why this is what formed in my head, but it is.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just need to let those thoughts be said out loud on the pod.
I think that's a perfect metaphor. No notes.
Thank you. I'm so glad. We got lots. We always love these scarab accessories. I love them. Do you not love them? They're worn as protective things, or let's see, they bring good fortune. They express devotion to the king or to the gods, and
of course,
yeah.
And they're blue.
Yeah, they're usually blue because of course blue is important.
Yeah, they go a little into the color symbolism, but they're like, we don't actually know though why they're blue.
I mean, Osiris is bluish green, so I think the blueness is important. Oh, there's no cult for Khepri? No wonder he got stuck with that design. He had like nobody being like, yeah, guys, follow our god. He's so cool. He didn't have any like Jehovah's Witnesses guys out there being like, have you heard the good word of Khepri?
Yeah, no fanatics for poor Khepri. That's rough, man.
That's why you're just like slapped on there. Okay, so the 6th hour. The fact that it's Khepri's corpse specifically in the 6th hour is interesting to me because like, what? So he does like die, I guess. But why is he like left in the 6th hour? And like how did he get there? Because he's the morning god. How does he get to like it's not technically like 6 o'clock at night. How would one denote the hours of night? when is 6 o'clock in the hour of night? Maybe that's like, I mean, just doing math. Like 11 or 12 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, 6 should be halfway. So I'd guess that
12.
it would be 12.
Maybe it's midnight, yeah. So I guess he's
I'm like,
I don't know.
I'm looking over this so much, and I don't see any reasons why.
Oh, and there's another one where he's in the 3rd hour, and that makes even less sense to me, because why is he so early on?
But this one doesn't have hours. It's the Book of Caverns. It's broken into tableaus instead of hours. So who even knows what's going on in there?
How many tableaus does it have, though? I feel like that's important. Anyway, I don't like the hour 6. I think Rick made a better choice, actually. Purposely. I don't necessarily think he needs to be an hour 12, you know? I feel like he could have been like an hour or 2 earlier, but hour 6 is way too early, you know? Did we meet Khnum in the first house? I'm trying to remember back.
I do not remember.
I literally just edited the episode where we met him, and I don't remember which house it was. So I'm like, I feel like they should be, matching about which direction we meet them in,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we got
his
role in the Amduat.
The Amduat.
The 6.
Right. So this kind of makes it make sense to me, which is that when Ra finds him and combines him, that counts as like resurrecting the solar god. So the idea that he gets resurrected halfway through when the day turns over, and it's now the dawn of the new day, except it's not actually dawn yet. We're still 6 hours out from that. But you know what I mean? That being exactly when Ra resurrects entirely makes sense to me.
Yeah, so I guess that happens randomly at midnight. Ra, resurrects and bonds with Khepri. But Khepri then becomes the head of the boat 6 hours later, apparently, leading the bark out of the underworld with the help of Shu, god of the air and the winds. He's so helpful. So that's pretty much everything. I'm not gonna lie. That's it.
Yeah.
He's just vibing. Truly vibing.
He's got the sun in his little beetle claws, and he's doing hard work for us all.
I want more information on this guy and like when he appeared in the religion specifically. Because like it feels like I don't know. Was Khnum always no, because I think Khnum is like definitely more separate from Ra, and Khepri feels like he was created to be the opposite, if you know what I mean. Like, I feel like Khepri was a later addition, but I could be totally off base.
I don't have any input for that. I couldn't even imagine.
Just because, like, the amount of stuff that we don't have on him, if you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't have his own cults. Like, there isn't anything about him in, like, older texts. He doesn't interact with any of the other gods, except for Ra and Shu, who apparently helps at the end. So, I don't know.
Okay.
It feels to me like there's not much
unfortunately
going on
for your theory,
okay.
He appears in the pyramid texts, which are the oldest ancient Egyptian funerary texts.
Well,
so maybe it's kind of the opposite, and he's like one of those old ideas that you kind of forget what the point even was.
So maybe it's just that they had the rising sun. They were like, wait a second, we don't have the setting sun. Let's bring this other guy in. Could be that. It could very well be that. It's just interesting to me that he doesn't actually interact with anyone else. I didn't even mention there is sometimes a parent for him, and it's Nut, which is a very out of left field to me because it doesn't even mention that on her page. So that's just in some accounts. I feel like he's definitely a god who should be self-created based off of everything we know. But I guess created in the sky makes sense.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I was about to say. That if it was anyone just spontaneously emerging out of the sky, kind of makes sense.
Yeah, he just is like, hey, excuse me, lady, can you let me out of here? Oh, sure. Just opens a form of her chest and he pops out like a C-section. And then
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But my brain is just how the beetles crawl out of a ball of dung and you don't know where they came from. Just like a beetle crawling out of her vag.
No! No, now I'm imagining a gremlin man crawling out of her vag. I don't want that.
You're just where did that come from?
I prefer the C-section. I prefer random C-section to this. That wasn't there before. Okay.
The chest burster alien.
But she's totally fine afterwards, because she's a goddess.
Yeah, of course.
And, he's a creator god, so all the gods are sometimes his offspring. And also, Ma'at. Ma'at is his child, I guess.
His delightful baby.
That's
the
all I got.
Concept of order.
Let's move along. Let's swiftly
Yes,
move
indeed.
along.
What's going on in this book?
Old Man Yowie.
Yay!
Basically canonical Old Man Yowie.
We really do need to write some shit. But writing is so hard. Imagine being able to write.
I mean, personally, I've just been still having my thoughts about the ancient Egyptian TTRPG.
Of course.
So, talking about things for us to write. So many.
Truly.
Alright, so where we left off last time, Vlad was just chilling, but very disheveled. And
yeah, he's all fucked up. He's all burned up. His suit's shredded.
Just how disheveled he is. Carter's he looks like he swam through the lake of fire without a magic shield. Yeah, the way you describe him, he certainly does look like he went through fire.
He probably did exactly that shit.
He's a little fucked up. I'm surprised any of his clothes survived, actually.
Menshikov specifically has a really bad time this chapter.
We'll get into that. We'll certainly get into my thoughts there. Because I don't remember certain parts of that. And, I feel like some of that, you don't realize what it means when you're a child reading this.
There's a lot of demons down here also, just working.
Yeah, demons, of course. They're gotta bring back Apophis.
Yeah.
Their Lord Apophis.
Of course.
Carter thinks about Bess, making fun of Menshikov's outfit, and he's like, fuck, I'm so angry.
Literally just lost your friend. Fucked up shit.
And meanwhile, Ra's just like, ooh, look, pretty butterfly. And it's one of the servants. One of the poor servants who's just like, get this guy the fuck away from me.
They were so excited about Ra, and now they're just like, oh god.
or maybe it's intentional. Maybe it's just okay, come over here, Ra. Come on. So Vlad is happy that Ra is here. He realizes that old man is Ra. He knows immediately.
No questions about that.
I mean, I don't know. I think it's funny that it's almost like the kids are in disbelief that this is Ra, and they're like, are you sure we didn't just grab the wrong guy? Or something, and there's something going on here, but everyone's confirming it. Osiris confirmed it. Vlad, who is kind of not Vlad right now. It's hard to discern when he is Vlad and when he's not Vlad in the chapter.
Well, it seems like he's almost entirely under control probably this whole time.
Yeah.
Maybe he had some agency earlier and, the snake was just, whispering to him. But it seems like at this point, he's like, man, all of this is such a bad idea, but I guess I'm doing it.
Yeah. Speaking of Vlad, he can breathe now. Totally fine. His breathing is cured. His voice is a deep, smooth baritone.
Right. Clearly, Apophis made him some promises that he's keeping. It's too bad that Menshikov will never get to enjoy it.
I think specifically Apophis was like, I need you to have a really sexy villain voice to deliver all of these monologues for me. I can't have you like coughing in the middle of it. Like it's just the vibe is not gonna work for me. So here, I guess I'm gonna cure you of this ailment that, you know, you've been living with for so long. Could have done this at any time. But now is the right time.
Guys, remember, be careful when you're seeking out alternative medicine, because sometimes the consequences will be something that you're not prepared for, like a giant snake taking over your body.
Sometimes you actually enter a warlock pact.
Yeah, it's rough out there, guys. Just be careful. Be aware.
Say no to drugs, kids. Yeah, so, of course, Vlad's like, we could have freed Apophis, like, without you, but, like, he's gonna be hungry. So...
Yeah, I was always worried you wouldn't make it, and then we'd have to, like, wait until the gates opened up again. It would have been really annoying.
Yeah, but so glad you brought us the old man snack.
Yeah.
You know, wow, Raza snack.
He makes the disgusting remark that this is our entertainment now, just like entertaining Peter the Great with the dwarf wedding. Like, oh god, no.
Literally, if I could have, I didn't think I could hate you anymore, Vlad. I really didn't. And then you went and said that. So... you can go right off to hell. Just die, bitch. I'm done.
Done with this man. Horace is like, hey Carter, you should go get the Pharaoh weapons and then be the Pharaoh. And Carter's like, man, it's real tempting, but I'm gonna have to say no.
It's like, oh man, like I want to smash this little man's face in so badly.
So bad.
But I wouldn't be able to, you know, give them back to Ra, and I can't defeat Apophis, just me. I need Rod to do it. And this is when we get the rematch between Carter and I keep going back and forth on whether I want to call him Vlad or Menshikov. But yeah, evil little man. Carter's angry. Carter is no longer just Hawk Warrior.
Yeah, we're in the duat now. You can do whatever.
I'm imagining him, you've seen Night at the Museum too, right?
No, I haven't. I've only ever seen the first one.
Okay. I mean, this was already going to be like, you know, homework for the pod. But in the second one, for no goddamn reason, there are a bunch of hawk-headed, like, warriors, like actually in there. At near the end, servants of the bad guy for some reason. And I was just imagining a giant version, like all of them just like fused together to make a giant version. And that's what Carter is right now.
Yeah.
Because he's like a flesh and blood hawk guy in the battle armor and everything.
Yeah, he can just do that for real now.
He's just giant Horus. And he's never fucking done this before.
Yeah, he's like, this
I
rules.
I want to know how he can do this actually so close to, like, the edge of chaos and all of that, you know? Like, they mention later on that, like, oh yeah, the chaos in this pit and whatever is kind of, like, sapping our life energy and all of this. And I'm like, it's so interesting that they can still cast these spells of, like, Ma'at so close to this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is interesting. I have some difficulty with the, like, triumph of order over chaos kind of thing that the book seems to be going for. To me, those are two elements that you would want to have balanced. I'm like, it feels to me like they should be able to draw power from chaos, even though that's definitely not how it works.
Yeah. It's like, it's reminding me of another franchise. It's making me think of, like, Jedi versus Sith, but it's like, you know what the true answer is? Neither of these guys. Because guess what? They both deal in absolutes. So shut the fuck up.
Like, they sure do. I think it's because political power corrupts people. But
yes.
Yeah, so see the Force thing is interesting because in that one they emphasize balance over all things, except that the dark side of the Force really is just like straight up being evil and shitty. And it's like, I don't think we actually have to balance that. Actually, I think getting rid of it is good.
And I'm just like, I don't think that's how that should work. Like, I really don't think that's because not to get into Star Wars for a second, but like literally in like the sequel trilogy, like they kind of had a thing going on there where it's like, yeah, there's these two people on either side that are like kind of can switch whatever, like there are these balances in the Force and everything, and like again, the Force needs to be balanced. Like that's the whole point,
right?
So,
If you want that to be the point, the problem there is that you made the concept of the dark side so shitty that it's like,
exactly.
who would ever want to actually balance this? You have to make the concept more, like, somehow relevant to the real world. And then, like, this has the exact opposite problem, where they're not really trying to balance these things, but chaos as a concept is not entirely evil. Like, chaos is kind of the essence of freedom in a lot of ways. And so just like totally getting rid of it out of any chaotic element is like straight fascism.
Yes.
Like,
exactly.
Order can also be toxic. Like, we see that in the house, like when we first get there, and the way that they,
Which is why it's like, it's so interesting that the way Carter and Sadie like exist in this world, they are chaotic order, you know? Like, they go against the flow of things in a chaotic way, but at the same time, they're trying to bring about, like, this order, this goodness, quote unquote, you know?
Yeah. They're fighting for reason and, like, sense in the world, but they have to use chaotic means to get there. And it's like, you can't really say that you dispose of the whole concept.
Yeah.
And I do wonder if, that's gonna be a thing that comes up in the last book, like, the value of chaos. Who would even know? I have no idea.
I think I remember, like, maybe, like, the some points of how things end, but I don't remember how we get there, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't remember if some of that stuff is developed.
So,
and, like,
I haven't read these different books since I was quite young, and I do not have a great memory for them. I don't think they ever finished them, but I believe it's called the Bartimaeus trilogy. It's about people who are jinn, and it also has like a very order and chaos system, and those books specifically, they talked about the balance between order and chaos and how it's like a constant struggle, and how we want order to like be coming out on top, to be like the prominent thing, but we cannot get rid of chaos. If I remember like this whole little explanation correctly from those books. And for some reason that little conversation always stuck with me. So yeah, I guess that I'm wishing that these books were a little bit more like that. I should try to reread those. Those were real crazy.
Very interesting.
The strongest thing that I remember is that since jinn are like fire beings, elementals maybe, the children who were the main characters could smoke cigarettes without any problems. And they were like, humans really should not smoke. Like, it's so bad for them. That's our thing. And then they, like, took it from us.
That's hilarious. I love that for them. They can look cool as hell forever.
Right.
And never reap, like, those benefits. The opposite of that.
Yeah, the consequences.
The consequences.
The Quincy's, as they say.
Yeah.
Nobody actually says that.
But yeah, I hope these, like, concepts actually get more developed. I don't remember if they do, but we'll find out.
That would make the most sense to me for the final book, given how things have gone now. But yeah.
So Carter is a big warrior man, and Vlad is like tiny, like he could step on him, I think, and yet he's just laughing. And then Sadie has to one up Carter by making a giant kite bird. Like, wow, cool. Big birds. Lots of big birds here.
As large as the pterodactyl. Pterodactyl. Why did I say pterodactyl? That's hilarious. Ra's just like, 2 large birds. He's very excited.
Like, Ra is me this chapter. Like, wee! This is so cool! And yeah, so we need to let God, this sounds horrible. We need to let the woman do her work over in the corner and the men are gonna go fight. Like, that's literally what happens.
Yeah,
it's
pretty gendered in a way that is not the most comfortable.
But, spells are women's work, as one knows.
Apparently. She's reading. She's busy. So, the spirit of Kepri created the prison of Apophos, so it's gonna cause problems once they get him, or something. I don't really know what the point is here, but yeah, he's explaining that the scarab is in here somewhere.
Yeah, so that's why it's all those, like, scarab shells that are now dead, mostly, that we're keeping him in here. Okay, does that mean that Bast and Apophos were fighting amongst these scarab shells? Or, like, is this a separate dimension from, like, where Bast was fighting him? Because gods can exist in different places at once. I'm like, is this his home turf? Is this where he's been, like, at least part of him has been imprisoned? Or, like, all of him? Like, I have so many questions. Rick, answer my question.
I've got no friggin' clue.
Oh my god. Something else that I think Muses brought it up recently. I'm so glad that they've been covering the Egyptian stuff, because every time I'm like, oh man, I didn't think about that. They just think about other things.
Mm-hmm.
Like how the fuck was Bast like trapped in the Duat fighting Apophis for all of those like many millennia since Ra went into the heavens.
Right.
She's been there since Ra went to the heavens canonically. But also her and Bess were besties and they were lifted on people's shoulders. Like,
yeah, when did that happen?
Exactly. So I'm like, is this one of those different parts of many gods? Like, question mark. I have question mark.
Yeah, when exactly in the course of like the existence of Egypt and also people did Ra like stop being a guy?
Was that like my assumption is that was supposed to be in the age of the gods.
Right? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. That's scary. I don't like thinking about that.
But also, this is not a Rick thing. This is more of just an Egyptian mythology continuity error. Because Ra, on his like solar bark, is visiting Osiris every night. And wait, is that his retirement on the solar bark, or is that just like his everyday being the king of the gods? Because Osiris is also dead now because he's in the Duat, and this is where the dead people are. And
oh no.
Again, where are we in the timeline when that's happening?
My head hurts. I hate this.
Thank you, Egyptian mythology.
Like, you assume that people exist while all this stuff is going on, probably. Except for maybe they don't. But then, like, how would we even have a concept of Bast as a goddess if she has never, like, existed among people?
Exactly. So it's like, I want to remedy that with the gods can be in many places at once. Mm-hmm. And so it's like most of her essence was probably somewhere else as it happens.
But that feels like too easy almost.
It
like
does.
She's fighting this guy, but she can also just like leave and chill and hang out with Bess. Huh.
I feel maybe it could be more like, the gods are like called upon, like the path of the gods and everything. Like that was in fact like a thing that the magicians did for so long before, so it's possible that maybe her power was called upon every so often or what have you. But again, how do the people know about her?
It feels like she shouldn't be able to split her attention at all while she's doing this. It feels like she would lose and die.
But then how does but Apophis also definitely would exist as a being who, does stuff even if Ra's not fighting him. He's got to be the devil on your shoulder guy, right? Because he is all of chaos, right? And wait, okay, but he literally was trapped and then he still did the thing, the first book, and he's doing this with Vlad here.
Yeah, but that was after Bast was freed. He's not fighting her anymore.
I'm trying to come up with ideas. I'm trying to remedy this in my brain on how it could work. I like the gods can be in multiple places. Shout out to the last Olympian, Dionysus, for being the first time that actually occurs within Percy Jackson canon. And now I can never stop thinking about that because it's these gods they contain multitudes. Truly. They can be wherever they want all at once. And that's how I like to imagine. Unless, it's the Greek gods and they're I gotta put all of my essence in one place and can't look at me or else you go up in flames.
As you do.
As you do. They're trying not to go up in flames this chapter to get it back to these guys. Okay.
So yeah, this is the point where, you know, he's still monologuing, and then Carter is like, you can't just, like, release this chaos snake. Like, you will also die. You get that, right? And then he's like, oh, I see that look in his eyes. He does get that. He does not want to be doing this. But he doesn't have a choice anymore. So at this point, we know, like, for a fact that, like, he does not have control over his faculties, his body.
Yeah. Like, at first, in this part, it's just kind of like, okay, so he's been so twisted and everything, and he's been enslaved, and he's miserable anyway. I feel like that escalates a few pages later, but we'll get there. Oh yeah, he's like, we're already dead, Carter. Don't even worry. Don't even worry that the world is gonna end and we'll all be destroyed and everything. We're in, like, the pit of chaos, or wherever the fuck this is.
Yeah, you're in the chaos soup, and you don't make it out of the chaos soup alive.
Literally. So, and then, who has the best entrance of all time?
Oh my god. I love this man. Actually, I've decided, like, every time he shows up this book, I'm like, yay, Desjardins!
Why does he look like Egyptian Dumbledore right now, though? He got a cute little boat. It's got the Eye of Horus on it. It's, you know, it's just a tiny little boat with an oar, and his hair is all white, like, completely, fully, just he's going.
Yeah,
that
aging shit.
It kind of sucks, but we still got the cool divine words. I always love thinking about that and how awesome that would look. So he's like, I'm gonna kill you, and this is where Vlad is like, haha, I've been sapping your strength this whole time. Ha! Did you not see that coming?
I figured that out. So
You're nearly dead. And yeah, he don't look so hot. Besides the white hair, he's also looking kind of old and like.
But he's more determined than he's been in a long time.
This is true.
He's like, I'm gonna get your ass. Like,
he's like,
this is really his last hurrah, and I feel like he knew that from the beginning.
For the last time. Sorry, I should have done that in a French accent. Again, we can't forget that everything he's saying has to be, you know, in a really bad French accent. It is funny how he's just like, I won't let you destroy the house. And okay, what Vlad says here is probably correct. The house died centuries ago. It should have been disbanded when Egypt fell. And the house has as much life as, the dead scarabs at their feet. Is he wrong here? I don't think so.
Okay. I don't think that the problem with the house is the existence of the house. Because I think that the house is an important institution for maintaining Ma'at.
But
I think that the issue with the house is that they went so far astray from their roots.
It's the ideals of the house. You know what? Let's compare the fall of the House of Life and how far it has strayed from its intended path to many religions, probably. Of course, I'm thinking about Christianity, and several forms of it. But it kind of happens where it's like you start kind of thinking, oh no, this is what this is. I'm interpreting it this way, and I'm interpreting it this way. Oh no, we can't do that thing anymore. Like that's no, I don't like that anymore. It's not cool, and it's lost all the meaning that it used to have. You know,
getting stuck in your ways and not listening to reason and suppressing the younger generations is it's never a way to be. You have to be able to adapt as an institution, or else you are going to become obsolete. Like, it's just how it happens.
Adapt or die. Sorry. That's just kind of how it be.
Because if you can't adapt and, like, see how the world changes and see how, like, morality changes and if you can't take in new information and, like, use it with your form of belief, then, like, your form of belief is holding you back, like, straight up.
Yeah. And again, this leads into, like, the whole, like, chaos versus order thing. Again, to have change you need chaos.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where like it's also very cyclical as well. Like you need the chaos to destroy the order and then the new order to rise up into that. So like
order born from chaos in a kind of a interesting way. Yeah,
exactly. It's what we need. Oh yeah, Vlad's like, so mortals can't leave this place that we're in, this again, this cavern, this pit of despair,
yeah,
whatever the fuck it is. You guys should become gods again and then pledge to serve Apophis. I
promise it'll be cool and great.
That he's like, yeah, Horus and Isis will totally be on board for that.
Yeah,
like he doesn't
on now.
Bring them into consideration. He's just like, join with them again, serve Apophis. Bruh?
Yeah, that is never gonna work. Like, come on.
They would like immediately get, mind controlled by their respective gods and then kill Apophis. Or not kill Apophis because they wouldn't be able to. But they would try to.
Yeah, they are not just going along with that quietly. There's no fucking way. Like, come on now. Be realistic.
And he does specifically say, like, Desjardins has always been your enemy. Come on, kill him and we'll present his body to Apophis. Like,
whatever. Come on.
I mean, yeah, he has always tried to kill them, but also, that's their uncle's situationship, so... Sorry, I just again, I always think of Amedia in these random points in time, and I was just thinking of Legend of Korra season 1, where it's they're referencing Lin as like Tenzin's ex-girlfriend, like the kids are, and I'm just it's that it's like that's my uncle's ex-boyfriend, like, and I love him, leave him alone.
So true.
Literally. But this is where we really get some shit going on. Okay? Were you seeing this happening? I can even give you the secret curing of Wolfstone. Because, as we've already established, Vlad is descended from the priest of Amun-Ra, which is why he, tried to, bring back Ra himself, got fucking cursed, and is now mad at the world for everything.
Right.
So
he's like, yeah, I totally know how to cure your boyfriend, and I'll totally do it. And I'm like, I don't believe shit you say. Shut the fuck up.
I don't necessarily know whether or not he's lying here, but I don't think it matters.
It does not matter.
It does not matter.
Like, he is lying in that, like, nothing good will happen from freeing Apophis. Like, there's no fucking way. Like, you think that the god of chaos keeps his fucking promises? Are you joking? A promise is an ordered thing, like, by its nature. Like, come on now.
Like, he's dead at the end of this chapter, yes? So, again, I don't have a lot of memories about what happens next book, but imagine they summon his ghost, or his ba, or whichever version of, the afterlife soul thing, and they're like, hey, you're gonna fucking save Walt, okay? And he's we're going to save you so that Amit doesn't like eat your heart, okay? Like some shit like that. I don't know.
I think that it would be really funny if they tried that and he was like, "Oh, I was totally lying. I have no fucking clue."
I'm just saying. I don't think that's a plot line. I don't think it is, but I do think it would be amazing if it was. Not the I didn't actually know thing, but. Okay, fine, he'll reluctantly, like, help them or something. Not that I need him to be redeemed or anything. I'm just like, let's cure Walt, guys. Come on. It's the fact that he specifically is descended from those guys who cursed him, and it's too perfect that I'm like, this is a loose thread if it's not used to me,
I just think that at this point, definitely, like, the way that Walt has talked about it, like, actually curing him of his terminal illness would be bad optics.
True. So Carter's like, yeah, this is some silver-tongued stuff that he's spouting out here, but it's just chaos tempting me. And this is feeling not like it's describing chaos, but like it's describing pure evil. Because it's like, like, oh yeah, it's tempting you with what you want, and it's all about doing everything for itself, actually. It says it's supposed to be for the sake of change, but is actually just doing it for itself. And I'm like, maybe not. I don't know about that necessarily.
Okay, I kind of get where it's coming from here. Like, the idea of doing something for someone else, like to help someone else, that isn't necessarily in your best interests, like, is the essence of order. Like, a society is the essence of order because it's people who make an agreement to, like, follow these rules so that they help each other. So the idea that chaos is selfishness, I can kind of get behind, but not like as an inherently bad thing. Like, doing something for yourself, making a decision for yourself that, like, doesn't necessarily take other people into account is not inherently bad. Being like, I know that this isn't what other people want to do, but it's the right choice for me in my life, is a chaotic thing to do. And it can also be a good thing for you.
Yeah, but
yeah, the way it's described here is definitely bad, but that's because this guy is fucking evil.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just like, this feels, again, more like the chaos is just evil in a trench coat thing.
Yeah.
Okay, this is where I'm like, okay, so there's some shit going on with Vlad that I don't know if we're equipped to unpack. We can try. Briefly, Carter sees his real thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
This man is suicidal.
At this point, what else? Or would you, like, I mean, it's the same shit as Luke. Like, literally. You're like, I was convinced by this guy to follow him because he made all these promises to me. And then he decided to take over my body, and I've realized that the things that I wanted are actually bad for me and bad for the world, but there's nothing that I can do about it because I'm in too deep. And I can't even make my own choices anymore. It's the exact same shit, and, like, that is just where he is at. And, like, Luke literally killed himself over it, so, like, I can't say I'm surprised.
I don't necessarily think he thinks that what Apophis is doing is wrong, though. I think he's just like, I'm done with everything. At the same time, I would like to end my life, and that's why I'm like, let's just end the world, too. So I'm just like, bro, do you need help? The answer is yes.
Yeah. He's literally trapped in his own body and unable to make his own choices.
It's that thing that you've referenced several times. I have no mouth, but I must scream. There you go.
Yeah. That's literally his thing.
Right
literally, the plea he would have screamed if he had had control of his own mouth. He has no mouth, and he must scream.
Yep. So Carter's like, we're not gonna let Chaos win. Attack! Okay.
Yeah.
So we got some fighty shit happening. I forgot that the baddies turn into piles of sand. I know that, like, they didn't necessarily turn into sand in the Greek stuff. It was kind of like golden whatever dust.
Yeah.
I
they, like, disintegrated. Yeah.
I think the sand is evocative of Egypt.
Yeah. Wow, that is so deep, man. I never would have thought of that. Wow.
Instead of, like, magical golden stuff.
Yes.
It's like, you're sand, bitch.
Mm-hmm. Desjardins made a whirlwind, and then they're just, like, spinning in it while they're fighting, like, shooting blasts of fire and poison. This would be the worst fucking way to fight. Can you even imagine? You're, like, getting sick because you're spinning in the air in a literal whirlwind. Like, how fast are they moving? They are shooting acid throughout this thing, and you're just gonna spin back into it. Everything about this is bad.
I can't fully picture it. Instead, what I am picturing is I already compared Desjardins to Dumbledore, and so Vlad is obviously Voldemort. It's the Order of the Phoenix fight. Just saying, that's what it is right now. The two of them going at it. Meanwhile, Sadie is reading a book.
Yeah, she's busy. She's really good at it, though, is the thing.
Yeah, it's her whole thing. She's doing magic shit.
Raw says, "Oh no's, vegetables."
Why does he say vegetables?
I'm sure there's some reason. I'm so sure.
Like, I'm trying to figure out what that means. But I got nothing. Yeah, okay.
Demons are trying to kill Raw, and Carter throws a spear at one.
Vegetables.
Sadie, her bird is protecting her, and she finishes her spell, and she gets the beetle.
Golden Beetle! Yay! And now she got it. And Desjardins goes flying. And is he dead? Not
He's
yet.
fine. He's fine.
We need the gay first. Then he can die. Now Vlad is very happy. He's like, oh my god, you did
Thanks
it.
for getting
Good
me
job.
that bug. I wanted that. I'm so grateful.
And also all the other shells are like gone now. So like everything is good. No more scarabs. And okay, what do you think about his glow up? Question mark?
He turned young and handsome suddenly, and he got a red suit, and he got snake scales. And all of his stuff healed up.
Yeah. So again, Apophis is like, no, sorry, you need to have like the aura of like a sexy gay villain. So
well, this is my body now. I need to have the aura of a sexy gay villain.
Exactly.
Being disfigured was fine for you, but
he's like, actually, fuck your disability. I need to look hot now. So
yeah, whatever.
Again, Apophis, you could have done this at any point and like healed him, but you chose to wait until 1, he already wants to die, and 2, you're taking his body from him.
Yeah, it's malicious compliance. Like, I'm just assuming, I guess, that he, like, even promised to do this. I guess they said something about it earlier this chapter, and that's the first time that it's come up. But, like, the idea that, like, Apophis promised, like, I'll heal you and make you all better, and, like, he does that, but only when he takes over his body. Fucked up. Very, very typical of an evil snake guy.
I think the most important thing is that his white suit turns dark red. As also the suit mends itself, because like,
yeah, I can't have a tatty ass suit. I'm too good for that.
I can't be looking scrappy. Again, sexy gay villain time going on.
A fancy suit does not feel like a chaos thing to wear personally, but whatever.
It depends what kind of suit you're talking. Okay.
I feel like there is nothing chaotic about modern men's attire. It's all boring as shit.
Fair, but I'm not thinking like basic 3-piece suit. I'm thinking like, you know, like a little like open at the collar type thing. Like we got some designs going on, like on the jacket. I don't know. Like there's like color coordination and stuff. It's not, you know, it's not like 2 colors. It's not basic. It's got some flair to it. It's got some sparkles, you know?
Well, when you sketch the character design concept art for the cartoon show, you'll have to make sure to add that in.
I mean, okay, it's funny how it's like his skin ripples like he's growing snake scales, and instead I think it should be his suit.
Like a scale pattern suit. Pretty sick.
Okay. Here's my example of a chaos suit. I mean, you've played Ace Attorney. Don T. Gray.
I've only played the first one.
Fuck you. Okay. I will bring you this character guy, fucking chaos guy. This is a chaotic suit. If you don't think so, you're a liar.
I'm just saying that the fact that men's clothing is only allowed to have like 1 or 2 cuts is... it fucking sucks. Okay. It's something. It's something.
And, like, again, there's also, like, all the other bits about him. Like, this guy, specifically, that could be who you imagine when you imagine Vlad, but evil here. For all of our listeners, look up Furio T. Gray from Ace Attorney.
He's got a red suit
man.
that is super low cut over his impressive pecs, and it's got a tiger right on the pecs, and then like a dragon like as a belt. There's a lot going on. And the gold chain. You need the gold chain. Very important.
Yes.
It adds a lot.
And his skin is just straight up red.
Yeah,
like
that's kind of
chaos
wild.
Itself. I don't know why. It just is. Yeah. So that's Vlad Menshikov right there, right now. Here we go. So Ron needs zebras. Did you know that? It's very important.
Need zebras. I'm 100% certain that means something. 100%. I don't know what it means, though.
Okay, the beach is now red sand. Bad. Evil. No thank you. And once again, he's like, we'll all be okay. We'll be okay. You'll all live. Give me the scarab, okay? No. No. How about no?
I'm literally not giving you the scarab. And she's like, come and get it. And,
Come and get it, bitch! Sorry. I can't not.
So she's running distraction while Carter literally just, like, sneaks up behind this guy as a giant falcon dude.
How do you sneak in that form?
How do you sneak when you are 20 feet tall?
Okay, I have a couple comments here. One, Carter's like, well, I guess I'm gonna die, and I've accepted that now. Carter! This boy needs therapy. Please get him some therapy.
They all always do forever and ever.
They all do. It's true. But also, what do we think that Sadie said that Rick could not write here in this chapter? Because she's like, then come and get it, you disgusting blank. She called Apophis some words so bad, Gran would have smashed her mouth out with would have washed out her soap with soap.
Oh,
I can't speak.
Yeah, you're oof.
Would have washed her mouth out with soap for a year. Carter does not repeat the words because this is a middle grade book. But what do we think?
Sadie tells him that he should, so that she has a recording of him saying bad words for forever.
True.
She's British, so she probably called him a cunt. Like, almost
this
definitely,
right?
right?
Yo, this is true. I was just like, I mean, it's multiple words, so I'm just like, what is like is Bloody's got to be in there at least? I don't know what else. I don't know what else, man. I'm just like, I love her for that, and Sadie is the one who swears, obviously. But
yeah, I'm having trouble thinking of specifics, but I feel like she swears like Eggsy from Kingsman, like
yes. Okay, note to self, rewatch Kingsman. That might be my weekend plans now. So, yeah.
So she attacks him with her big snake, big bird. Oh my
big
god,
bird.
neither of us can talk. Holy shit. This is rough, man.
It's okay, we're nearing
and he's like,
the end of this.
Did you seriously think that was gonna work? It's just a big bird. I'm not stupid. I'm like better than a god. I'm chaos itself. I'll unknit you. And then Carter hit him upside the head with the shovel. He literally just fucking whams the guy. Oh shit. Oh, that's gonna be good on the recording. That's gonna be great. Everything is going so well. This is some Looney Tunes ass shit. He's like, knock him down, just stomp on him. Just get him in the ground.
First, Vlad started that by turning the bird into feathers. And that feels very cartoonish of like, yeah, you just killed like Tweety Bird or
poof,
something.
And then just like feathers. Yeah.
You know? And so this is beautiful. What they do to him.
It's so fucking funny. This is on par with like Blue Hairbrush to me.
Actually, you know what? This is some Steven Universe shit specifically because they do this shit. They make glass out of sand. Thank you, Garnet. So we just bury this man in sand after he's hit with the shovel, and Sadie speaks the word for fire. The sand turns into a giant coffin of glass. And okay, you're right. If we had ended here, that would have been so interesting. And also, can we just unpack this for a second? What they are doing here to Vlad / Apophis is how their father died. Do you want to unpack that? That their father died, like, suffocating in a coffin? And they just tried to do that to a guy?
The man. Yeah. I mean,
I like this. This is very Egyptian, but also Sadie.
You could take that as like a poetic form of vengeance, I guess.
I mean, he is part of the reason their dad is dead.
Yeah.
I guess. So, yeah. Hate this. Like, I hate that I thought of it, but I'm also just like, oh, it's so important that we have that happening in both of these books.
Yeah. It feels very like what the Egyptian gods do to each other. You just like, get quick, put the sand on him, quick, burn the sand. Now he's in a coffin. And putting a guy in a coffin definitely means that he's dead forever. So great job, everybody.
Literally, Sadie jinxes them. She's like, that wasn't so hard. Fuck you. and she's trying to bring the scarab to Raye, and holy shit, everything explodes. No way.
Yeah.
Where the fuck did Sadie go? Where did the scarab go? You know, just underneath all of the glass and sand. This is great. This is wonderful.
Yeah? I mean, I guess it was pretty arrogant of them to, like, think that was just gonna work. But, like, it's so sad.
Yeah, it would have been so, like, satisfying, in a way. Okay, so Vlad/Apophis is looking for Sadie in the sand. Carter realizes he's slowly dying. Carter, not the time to realize you're slowly dying. Go get your sister, dude. And Apophis is like, hello, Raye. Remember when we used to play together?
Remember how we used to try to kill each other every night? Wasn't that great?
It's almost like, yeah, they've been buddies since the sandbox. You know, this is just a bigger version of that.
You're killing me. You're killing me, Charles.
You're welcome. Everything is off the cuff, by the way, y'all. This is just how it be.
And he's like, do you want a stuffed date, Raye? Do you? You used to love stuffed dates, which I think is such a funny thing to say. And he's like, no, I want a cookie. And he's like, okay, what kind of cookie? Which is also just so funny to me. Like, okay, come on.
He's
like,
humoring him.
Very, like, indulgent older brother, almost.
Listen,
wanting to devour this man.
He has won. He is a gay villain. He's gonna fucking talk your ear off until, you know, the cows come home. Because, you know, the sun's not coming up, clearly. But, you know, it's Raye wants a weasel cookie.
Weasel also definitely means something that I don't know what it means, but zebra and weasel are 2 words to keep an eye on.
You know, potentially. Could happen. Oh, look, Michelle is actually alive. You know, our buddy Michelle, he's not dead yet.
Yeah, he's he just, like, destroyed a boat railing by being knocked through it, but, like, he's literally fine. Don't worry about him being an old man. He literally just fucking tackles this guy.
He does, and guess what happens? Oh my god, it's the scene from the Hall of Ages. Just like Carter envisioned. 2 figures grappling in front of a fiery throne. What?
Yeah. Who would have imagined it would be specifically Michelle as Apophis and Desjardins?
You just said Michelle twice. Michelle
oh my god!
Apophis.
Menshikov, I'm sorry, everyone. 2 M names. I got lost.
You're sorry in Canadian. Sorry. Alright.
But yeah, I think that I always kind of assumed that it was like Raye and Horace, or whatever, but...
I mean, that's what they want you to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this is not exactly what anyone would have thought, but you know how Rick loves doing that. Also, I don't remember when exactly it was happening, but as I was like going through this chapter, I was like, Michelle would be a really good candidate to be like the host for Raye. That was what I was kind of thinking might happen. And then it super didn't, and he died and stuff. But now I'm imagining a world in which he got to be Raye after this.
Right? The AU.
Yeah. Because I feel like that works so well, because he's a leader who has been humbled by his poor choices. And so now he will be ready to take counsel from others.
Okay. This is still in this fanfic, we also still have the old man Yowie.
Yes.
Because then we have Raye, Desjardins, and Set Amos.
It could be so beautiful.
The different aspects.
Don't worry about the fucked up godly family tree. Just think about this.
I'm not thinking about the fucked up family tree. I'm thinking how Set was a lieutenant of Raye. Like, that's like a knight kind of like.
Oh my god.
Like,
oh my god.
Yes, you see the vision?
Oh my god. I see the vision. I see the vision. Holy shit.
That's a servant of his, and they have like a love affair.
Oh, talk dirty to me.
The gays eat this up, okay?
This is what the people want.
This is the story we could have had, guys. Let us write it.
Maybe after the next book, I'll have enough context to be like, yeah, I can make an AU.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh yeah. So sorry. Every time they keep bringing up this scene from the Hall of Ages, I don't think I brought it up when we first read that chapter, but I think of the horrible Sea of Monsters movie, in which, for some reason, two cousins grappling the golden fleece is like a prophecy in that movie.
Damn.
And
I have
I'm
no
like,
memory of this. Fascinating.
yeah, it's the same imagery to me of like these two figures like grappling, and it's starting this new conflict of a thing, which is what they were kind of going for, is like that starts the Great Prophecy. For some reason they introduced the entire Great Prophecy in that movie. That movie is not important. I just think it's interesting that imagery is in both of these things, and Rick had no hand in that movie. So it's funny. They are struggling. Carter has to find Sadie. Where the fuck is she? He thinks about her. This is kind of cute, okay?
Yeah, he's like, literally, that's my
besties.
sister. If anybody can sense her, should be me. Because they've
He's
gotten to know
closer-
each other. Oh, God.
He's closer to her than anyone else in the world. I mean, she knows your secret name. So like,
right
yeah.
in the feels. Yeah. I love sibling.
He pulls her out of the sand. Yay!
Yay, she lives.
Good job. And okay, new hieroglyph just dropped.
I do like when Carter's like, I was so relieved I almost sobbed, but being a macho guy and all, I didn't. Shut up, Sadie. like he
Carter,
definitely cried.
Carter, you're not macho. Shut the fuck up. Michelle does the, magic words for turn back. So Apophis just goes flying backwards.
Very funny, very good.
Hilarious. Okay, this is the craziest shit that Michelle could have grabbed out of his sleeve. I love it. I love this
My man came prepared. He knew what the fuck he was doing.
He has a shabti of Apophis the snake. The worst crime you can commit in the house.
Which is a very funny that, like, Sadie knows that and Carter doesn't.
That's hilarious. I mean, okay. Listen, Sadie has the type of energy of, rebellious girl, must learn all of the rules so she knows exactly what to do.
Well, okay. Sadie has a natural aptitude for magic, while Carter has become, like, the warrior guy. So I feel like they're kind of swapping roles more and more as the series goes on.
Yeah.
Like, originally, like, she's like, Carter, you're such a fucking nerd. Sadie's the one who's gonna become a fucking librarian at the end of all this.
I kind of hate it in the way that like yeah, we're swapping roles, but also like it's so gendered.
It's so gendered.
It's so fucking gendered. Like, the magic that they have, like, specifically tied to them is gendered, and the way they acted before was so interesting. And different. And I don't want them to lose both sides of them, if you know what I mean.
Want
like,
Carter to be quiet and studious, and for that to still be part of him, even as he, like, grows into himself as a warrior and a leader.
They can contain multitudes, is what I mean here.
Yeah. And I feel, I don't think that Rick is the best at writing that kind of thing. But it's okay. It's okay, though. There's a version of these characters that exists in my brain that I think is slightly better than the one that's in the books. Sorry.
I think, okay, so wait. The way to make Carter work in that way is to make him Annabeth. Studious,
I don't know,
but also fighter.
Annabeth has such a different flavor from Carter to me.
She does. But
because Annabeth is never shy. And I think I still imagine Carter as like a shy little boy.
That's true. So a step away. Malcolm, that guy who's also a child of Athena, who never
I don't
does
even
anything.
fucking remember him. Sorry, Malcolm.
he witnessed Percy and Annabeth hugging that one time.
Oh, okay.
Like, ooh. Do you guys need a room?
Yeah, I don't know that Carter can pull an Annabeth level of, like, pure
but you know what I
aura.
mean, like, Athena type, like, studious, but also warlike. Like, yeah. And then there's, I actually don't know what the medium thing for Sadie would be exactly, but, magic, but also kick-ass.
She's a rebel, but she's also, becoming a teacher, and a scholar in her own sort of kind of weird way. She only wants to know what she needs to know to do her shit, but what she needs to know keeps growing And so she like accidentally is becoming a researcher.
Yeah.
There are like kick-ass rebel academics in like the college system. I feel like we can make this work.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like Sadie becomes like an activist in yeah, like counterculture, but still, you know, knowledgeable. Yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting. She knows all the laws so that she can break them. She knows all the laws so that she can rewrite them so that they're better.
Sorry, I was just looking up the word that comes up next, and I'm just like, does this actually, like, mean what Rick's having it mean?
I don't think that means what you think it means.
So, the Shabti of Apophis is specifically for a spell to execrate, supposedly, Apophis, to erase him. I feel like the word here you want is probably exercise. I don't know. When I look up execration, a curse. It means a curse. That's not really helpful definition.
Is that the same word that they used earlier when Menshikov did it? I'm assuming it is. I'm definitely not going to find
curse. What's funny is when I look up execration, the Riordan wiki.
But yeah, I feel like
has a page for execration.
Ran into this exact thing like when it got set up earlier.
Oh, absolutely, probably. Again, I don't get it, but Rick makes choices. I say just use like exercise. I feel like that's what you want here.
But that doesn't sound Egyptian, so
no, it doesn't. Execration sounds like a made-up word.
See, exercise has such a defined meaning in our culture that I feel like you couldn't, like, say that it's, like, a specific spell the way that he's trying to. This is the don't exist anymore spell, which is, like, an established specific thing. So he had to call it something.
I mean, exercise just means, like, go the fuck away. In spell form.
but like it's specifically it has a connotation of like banish a spirit. Like that is such a specific thing that like already exists.
What he's doing. He's banishing him. He's just also erasing him, which is like slightly more severe.
You are erasing somebody's name. Like I can't just say that we could just call that exercising something. That doesn't match to me.
It's just I don't know. Erasiation. Let's call it that. So, but Sadie's like, oh no, he gonna die. This ain't gonna work. You know what's funny here? So, I mean, we're using Apophis, but that's still Vlad, and he got burns on his face again from the Throne of Fire.
Yeah, that's really rough. That's really rough, my dude.
You just healed those.
That just feels rude. That's fucked up.
I feel like you can't heal those from the throne, but I could be wrong. I don't know. It's magical. I feel like you're Zuko forever now. So, Desjardins is being super badass, super awesome. He's, like, naming him and all of this, what have you.
Apophis shoots a blast of fire at him, and he turns it into a hieroglyph for the word heat. Love that. That is such a good way to, like, stop a spell.
He just, like, he uncreated the fire specifically.
Yeah. That's so fucking cool.
That is like a fully undo spell. And he's throwing everything at him, and Desjardins is like gotten too powerful. This is like godly. This is why he has to die. Next page, basically. So
okay. Are you ready for this? I'm gonna read this. So he's got his little Shabti of Apophis. Desjardins smashed the ceramic snake under his foot. Apophis writhed in agony. The thing that used to be Vladimir Menshikov crumbled like a wax shell, and a creature rose out of it, a red snake covered in slime like a new hatchling. That is so fucked up. That is gnarly. That's crazy, my dude.
I was already gonna say that, like, Desjardins doing the, like, I name you feels very much like that one episode of Doctor Who. But this, even more like some kind of evil Doctor Who alien that just, like, birthed itself from this thing. Hey, look, it's Kepri. Oh my god, it's Kepri. It birthed out of the shit.
Oh my god. Okay.
Because Vlad is a piece of shit. You're welcome. Okay. Also, he cannot be contained. It's good to know. So Michelle is erasing his name from all of Egypt forever. He's dead. He implodes and screams.
He's dead, but he's fine.
He's dead, but he's fine. It's you know what? It's all good. And they run for the boat. You know, they all get on the boat. Everything is good.
Except for the Desjardins is literally dying.
Yeah, literally next line, Desjardins was dying. The hieroglyphs are fading, and he's like, I'm sorry, I only bought time. It won't last.
I gripped his hand like he was an old friend and not a former enemy. That hits.
Beautiful. Okay, but no, continue on. After playing Senate with the moon god, buying time wasn't something I took lightly.
Yeah.
Important.
Those two lines hit so fucking good. Holy shit. Rick, that's beautiful.
He used all of his life force just to banish the snake for a little bit. And he's like,
my man.
I don't like you guys. Let me use my last dying words to be like, I don't like you children. You suck. But you're also right. And I hate it. We have to go back to the old ways.
It's our only chance.
Tell him what happened.
What happened?
Show this to the others. He takes off his cape. Tell Amos.
So yeah, I don't know what's up with that, but certainly that's going to be something.
Gay!
His cape. The cape specifically is going to be something. But yes, it's very fucking gay. And I love it for them. I love that for them.
I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with how canon it is. Okay? I'm putting on my clown makeup, but it's canon. I don't know what to tell you.
Nothing in the book says that they weren't sucking and fucking. That is never refuted.
How dare you say this phrase to me on my Christian podcast? Oh Lord. Okay.
I think it's a valid reading of the text.
And so he dies gaily. He's gone to super hell. He disintegrates into hieroglyphs.
Yeah,
Poor guy.
That's just what happens, I think. Except for the fact that that's super not what happened to the last Chief Lector. He was just like a regular-ass corpse, so...
Yeah, I think he just died in his sleep.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because he, specifically, outdid it with magic, and that's why. Whereas Iskander
you do
kind
burn
of just
up
died of
when
old
you
age.
do that. Yeah, okay.
So, maybe this is what burning up actually looks like.
For him specifically, maybe.
I don't know, I like the idea that
or maybe it's something about being down here. Like, they did say that their life force was getting sucked out by the chaos energy.
Also true. But Carter and Sadie, they're built different, so they're fine. Weasels are sick. Very important.
Weasels are sick. I'm sure that's something.
Very sick. Yeah, sick.
God. Weasels are sick. That is very true. Ra does not want a bug, even though they are trying to give him the beetle.
It's a magic bug. Take the magic bug. It's awesome. It's cool. Okay, I'll take the bug. Eats it.
Yeah, just fucking swallows that thing. Oh god, was he supposed to do
it?
that? Maybe he was supposed to do that. Very funny, Sadie.
What else was he supposed to do with the fucking bug? I'm not gonna lie.
Apparently, fuse with his corpse. So maybe this is how you do it.
He did. It did become one with him.
It became a part of him. Very true. Very true.
That's all you needed to do. This is this would work so much better if I could remember words. When gods subsume another god into themselves. Subsume is not the word that I wanted, but you know what I mean. Like when Amun Ra, like that.
Yeah,
that's what's
He
happening.
just became Capri Ra.
Yeah,
which implies that you always do it by eating the other guy, which was very, very funny.
Yes, vor. It's all vor. I love that I get to go on this pod and I just get to make Raye so angry at my existence for 2 hours.
You get to just say things. Yeah.
Okay, so they're dying. It's chaos sickness. They're gonna die. Don't worry.
They're fine. They're fine though.
Everything's good. Ra ate a bug. They're dying. Who needs anything else?
But yeah, Sadie has a good point here when she's like, we haven't really accomplished anything. We lost Bess and Desjardins. We've got this old fuck, and we're actively dying. I don't think that this feels like a success.
But they pass through these giant scarab statues into a brand new world, and hey look, they got a good night's sleep. Everything's fine now.
Everything's fine.
Oh my goodness, their house is on fire. And promise tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah, so they're going right from one battle into another. They were dying 5 seconds ago, and they're like, gotta fight.
Let's go fight those guys. Yeah, we'll just take the sun boat. We'll just drive the sun into this battle, and that's not going to be chaotic at all.
It's
look, the next chapter's called "We Throw a Wild House Party." Yeah.
Where's Dionysus when you need him? It feels like this is his time.
His time to shine. Hell yeah. Alrighty.
That was another chapter. Again, the chapter of all time. We did it. Only 2 more left. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Probably not. I really have no idea where we're gonna go. Surely we're going to set up something that's gonna happen next book.
I think I know a thing that happens next chapter, and I'm so excited for you to read
boy.
that. Just as excited as I was for you to read Michelle happening in this chapter. I was like, Ray's not going to expect this. I can't wait to see what they think.
Okay. Because I did love to see my man Michelle. So hell yeah. Very exciting stuff. I look forward to it. I'm terrified. I have no idea what's gonna happen with this Raw guy.
Yeah, this Raw guy. He's so fucking raw.
You're killing me. You're killing Miss Smalls.
You're welcome.
Again, I feel like something does have to happen with Raw, but at the same time, I like even like him just saying that he doesn't like Bug, like he didn't want to like fuse with his soul again. Like I feel like he is really into being retired, and he's not gonna want to be in charge anymore, and that causes a huge problem. So I'm very interested to see where that is going.
That literally just reminded me of a quote from She-Ra when I don't want to be in charge anymore. That's Raw right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Oh god. I was stalling because I have to think of a plug.
Okay, I've got one, but I have to look up the author. So like I told everyone last week, I've been listening to books again, and it's great. I love books. So I'm still working on my The Locked Tomb series, but I fell asleep listening to it last night, so I have to figure out where my spot was again. And that's gonna be a whole thing. So I was listening to the other book that I have out, which is King A Life by Jonathan Eig, E-I-G. And it's about Martin Luther King Jr. And like going through his life from like his parents' childhoods all the way to like him as a man, and like talking about his role in the civil rights movement and how that happened, but also like giving an unbiased view of what he was like as a person, and just kind of like going into that kind of stuff. Because I was like, damn, I like know what I was taught in school, but like what do I actually know about this guy as a guy? And the answer was not very fucking much. So I thought that this would be a good thing to get into, especially because it's Black History Month. Yeah, I was going through the books that my library recommended for Black History Month, and this was on there, and I thought it sounded interesting, and it definitely is. I've definitely read some biographies that I thought were quite dry. This one is not. It's very interesting, and I'm having a really good time with it, and I highly recommend it. So, it's certainly not Black History Month in real life for us, or where you guys all are, but, you know, it is never a wrong time to learn about some Black history, so...
Exactly.
So check it out.
My plug is very different from yours, as usual. I had to think about what I'd been watching recently, and then I realized, oh right, I did watch a thing that came out semi-recently, not as recently when you're listening to this, but still. Bridgerton season 4! Oh my god! Oh my god! It's the Cinderella season, okay?
Oh my gosh.
It's a hard toss-up between whether this or season 2 is my favorite. The season 2 is the enemies to lovers arc. This is the love at first sight / Cinderella arc. And yeah, I just think the love interest from both this season and season 2 are the best. I just like it, okay? They're super cute. That's all I need.
Good. Very, very good. As someone who has never seen any of Bridgerton, its cultural impact is so fascinating to me. I love hearing people talk about Bridgerton.
Okay. Do you want to watch British people fall in love and gossip? That's what it is.
See... I'm not
and also there is some
like
sex.
Relationship drama person. Like sex is fine, but like just like
there
I assume that there's like people cheating on each other and like
not as much. It's more just like it's gossip of like, oh, did you hear? these two are together. Oh, ho, 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 ho. It's British gossip, my dude. It's, oh my goodness, these two are getting together. But wait, I thought she was promised to this man. No way. What? It's British.
That definitely could be fun, but it's just not something I've ever sought out. Historical fiction has never actually appealed to me that much.
Yeah, it's definitely historical fiction, but it's also fake historical fiction because you know how they've done the casting and everything, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's so interesting how it's not just a throwaway, it's not a Rodgers and Hammerstein Cinderella, where blind casting is just happening. They were actually Queen Charlotte was actually from African heritage. That's a rumor or something, but they're actually she was black, so we're putting black people into nobility now. We're just giving them titles, and that's now the history of this world. This is where the paths diverge, I guess.
Yeah. It's definitely an interesting choice. Yeah.
The Queen Charlotte miniseries is actually the best that Bridgerton has put out. And that's a separate thing.
Yeah.
And that's
I
really
do kind of
some
admire the idea of just being we're literally just putting black people into our story because we want to be able to represent them in this setting, and we're just not gonna think about some of this other stuff.
But it's
black
more
people
than
are just
that.
here, and that's just we are doing this for the black people. Hell yeah. And I'm hell yeah. Get it.
But
black people
it's
deserve
more than that,
fun
Raye.
historical drama shit too.
Because in season 4, our love interest, do I remember? She's of Asian descent. I want to say. Do I want to guess? No, I don't want to guess.
It's a tenuous situation.
Okay, let me look up the
Because
actress.
when you guess and you get it wrong, people get so mad.
Exactly. I'm just I have an idea. Funnily enough, I do remember that the actress is actually Australian, which is funny to me. That she's
That's
not
so
even
funny
British.
because I was literally that probably sounded racist. I was thinking about Australian and New Zealand people and how fucking mad they are if you say that they're from the wrong place.
Yeah. Oh my god, how far down do I have to get to see her? Nope, I was right. The actress is Korean. I'm assuming that the character is as well. But yeah, and so it's not just that we have black people added to the nobility. We also have many different minority groups in there as well. And so I love it. I love that for everyone. Bridgerton solved racism? ? No, it didn't.
I don't. Let's step back from that line just slightly.
That is very much a joke, but I feel that's the joke of the series specifically. You know what I mean? Queen Charlotte took the throne, and then racism was solved. The end. Thank you and good night. But not actually.
The world of Bridgerton solved racism specifically by doing that.
Yeah. Oh, and then my other favorite love interest from season 2, her family as Indian. So yeah, we got all the things. It's so good.
You guys should see Charlie's smile. They are glowing as they tell me about.
I'm glowing because I'm thinking about how beautiful these women are.
Oh fuck
specifically.
Yeah! Fuck yeah!
And I'm just listen, Kathani is fucking beautiful. Let me just say that, okay? And season 2, it's her and it's the guy from Wicked. So that is the sexiest man alive. It's Jonathan Bailey. So I'm just god damn, can I be their third?
Oh, and on that lovely note, why don't you release us from this mortal coil?
No, let me talk about how hot people are for 5 minutes. Well, okay. I need you to get the fuck out of this pit of it's killing you. It's fucking killing you, and actually it's killing me too. I am slowly turning into hieroglyphs and dissolving away. So you need to get the fuck out before you die too.
That really sucks, man. You ever think about how many chaos pits there are in Rick Riordan books? Kind of wild, huh?
No, I don't. I just think about how they went to Super Hell today. Specifically how Michelle Desjardins went to super hell because he revealed that he was gay right before he died.
Get out of my fucking super hell. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
You can follow this podcast socials at Of the Eldest Gods Pod on Instagram and Tumblr. You can send us a message through the Duat to oftheeldestgodspod@gmail.com. If you'd like to support us financially, join us at patreon.com/oftheeldestgods. By becoming a patron, you can join the Deus Ex Media Discord server, where you'll be able to chat with us and other listeners about the Riordanverse or whatever else. Our $5 patron tier also gets you access to Against All Odds, our monthly bonus show. There, we'll talk about a wide variety of topics, which usually have something to do with mythology, no promises. You can check out our merch store on Redbubble to find custom designs made by Charlie. Or if you cannot or do not want to support us financially, we'd really appreciate a rating, a review, or letting your friends and followers know how much you love the podcast. That really helps. If you want to hear more from me, Raye, check out Barbie Movie Slap, a podcast where my co-host Ted and I discuss Barbie's cinematic universe. That podcast Twitter is at Barbie Slaps.
You can follow me, Charlie, at GreenPixie12 on most platforms. I also have an art Instagram at GreenPixieDraws. You can also hear my voice on 2 other podcasts. I co-host another podcast on the network with the meme maker Robert called The Bits, where we talk about the Cartoon Network show Steven Universe. I also co-host a non-network podcast with my buddy Ethan called Mysteries in the Machine, where we talk about all things Scooby-Doo. Our music was created and produced by Isabel Strauss-Riggs. You can find Isabel at Kane I, that's I is in the body part, on Instagram and Twitter. She also currently makes video essays on the YouTube channel Kane I. Feel free to message her about making music for your project or editing your podcast.
Of the Eldest Gods is based on the series by Rick Riordan. Right now we are discussing The Kane Chronicles. Remember to follow us on your favorite podcatcher and meet us back here every Thursday.
We are...
Not the crystal gems.
We are the Bits!
The Bits! The Bits! The Bits!
A Steven Universe review podcast.
Celebrating the 10th anniversary
of a show that's very near and dear to our hearts.
So get ready to cry with us.
And try our best not to sing.
As we rewatch one of the gayest shows of the 2010s.
New episodes coming out to you every Friday.
Featuring your favorite host, Charlie.
And Robert.
Sorry, there's a disambiguation note at the top telling us that this is about the Egyptian god, and for the type of robot, see, Khepera mobile robot, and I'm like, that's
fuck is it?
so fucking funny that's a thing that they had to tell us on this page. That has nothing to do with anything, but
what is it? But like, why?
I'm looking at it, I have no idea.
Why? What is it? See also koala robot. See also ePuck and Weebots. What the fuck are these things? Anyway, it just exists, and it's not important to anything going on here.
Deus Ex Media.